Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Canes! What a grab in the end zone for 6! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your #1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Oh, they're after him! Defense bringing the heat.
Coaches talk about 3rd downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll return it from around the 50. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, What a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Under fire. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner goes down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Price. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll get rid of it. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Jenkins. Hauls it in. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point.
Number 0, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass, it's Jenkins. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's got it again. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Try and play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. He's looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running inside, it's Price. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 45. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk it.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Caught.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll run play action, buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go, final play of the game right here. On the run, it's Price. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.